Let me put some music on for us. I feel like listening to some good background music. Hi, guys. How you doing? How's everyone feeling today? I hope you're all doing well. Let me put some nice background music for us today. All right. Let's put some show Auntie she. Auntie Auntie CC Winans. Guys, what y'all know about CC Winans? I love her. Absolutely love her. I think her are just on point. Very just sublime. I just want to put some nice music. You know what? Because today, guys, we're gonna answer some great questions. But first of all, I just want to tell y'all, God is good, and God has been good to us. And this song just gets it for me every time. It talks about the goodness of God. It says how the goodness of God follows us. I'll be there holding your hands. I'm just doing this while people come in. The moment that I wake up until I lay my head, oh, I want to see all the goodness of God. Hey, oh, you have been faithful. Oh, yes, He has. Oh, He has been so. If you have questions, you can go ahead and start requesting to come live. When I finish this, we're just going to start answering questions directly, okay? I will sing of the goodness of God. All right, guys, let me turn it down. Yo, all right, guys. If you're new to my channel, especially on IG, my name is Attorney Elizabeth Wafula, but technically I'm known as the Val Queen. I'm also known as Dancing Lawyer. Right? For obvious reasons, I love dancing. You see me dancing all the time, especially on IG. All right, so those are my names, titles, whatever you want to call them. Whichever one sticks, I'll take it. Okay. All right. So, and our specialty obviously is vowel. Okay. We also have many other specialties. So I'm gonna take just 20 seconds to name what they are. We also do adjustment of status to marriage cases. That is where the application is based on a good relationship, based on you and your spouse, your U.S. citizen spouse being together, and your U.S. citizen spouse petitioning for you. That's actually the cases I started with, along with asylum. So I really started off doing a lot of asylum cases and a lot of adjustment of status cases through marriage, right? So although I've become to be known as the Vow Queen, and that's become, I guess, the main specialty people know me by. And contrary to what most people know, I actually started off doing asylum cases and adjustment of status through marriage cases more, right? And it was because of my work in adjustment of status through marriage cases and because of a mentor that I know that I actually discovered VOW. Okay, so VOW is not my original expertise. So I always like to throw that out there. So if you're listening to me and you and your spouse are in a great relationship, or your I have U.S. citizen spouses who follow me too. So if you're the U.S. citizen spouse and you're looking to file for your spouse who doesn't have a green card, call me, okay? Call me. I am your girl for that. My phone number is on the screen for those who are listening on Facebook or LinkedIn. All right, so you can call me for those. So, contrary to what most people think, I also do cases for people who are filing for their spouses. And I have a lot of followers who follow me, who are their U.S. citizens, who are actually the U.S. citizen spouse, and who are interested in filing for their spouse. So, first, I just want to get that out there. Also, I do asylum cases. We do asylum cases very well. Uh, and I've told this story over and over again that asylum cases are what really taught me how to be a lawyer, right? They are very difficult to win and they require a lot of work, right? And so that's actually how, if you had to ask me what type of case taught me how to really be and think like a lawyer at all times, is asylum cases. So I also do those. So if you're interested in filing for asylum, give me a call. Remember, for asylum cases, those are for people who have fled their home country because of unrest. Could be political unrest, could be unrest due to their own to something like their sexual preference. Okay, could just be, in other words, asylum is typically for a person who has fled their home country because of something that's considered difficult or hard to change about themselves, such as their race, their nationality, their religion, their political opinion. Lastly, it could be something like their sexual orientation. I just said it could be something like someone having encountered female genital mutilation, FGM. Right? That's really, you'd be surprised how many countries still practice that. Even Kenya, I didn't know till I was a lawyer, practicing lawyer actually, that even my own home country, Kenya, still practices FGM. Okay, it's against the law in Kenya, but a lot of tribes still do it. And so, if you're coming from a tribe or a country that still practices female genital mutilation, or you yourself have undergone through it in your home country, or you have a daughter who you fear could undergo through FGM, female genital mutilation, you are usually looking at a golden asylum opportunity. You're usually looking at a very golden opportunity of being able to get immigration status through FGM if you've undergone FGM yourself, female genital mutilation, that is, or you have a daughter or a sister or someone in your family member who you fear will experience female genital mutilation if they were to be returned to their home country. So I'm saying this so that if you're someone who experienced it, you can give me a call. We could talk about it. I love saying this because it's true. My most recent asylum case that we won was last year. We won it within 6 months, and it was one that was based on female genital mutilation. Okay, so it's real. It's very much still real, and it creates, sadly but truly, it creates some of the best asylum applications ever. Okay, so the other thing that's always also very good asylum claim, provided it's true, is if you have of course, is sexual orientation, right? If you're bi, or if you're gay or whatever, or lesbian. Okay, and then the other thing, the other ones that are very commonly known asylum application opportunities, or should I say, good asylum applications, are things like if you fled your home country because of your political opinion, right? Maybe you belonged in a political or opinion, I mean, a political group that um, has been ousted by a new president or new leadership or something. Okay, in other words, you belong to a political group that at one time was the majority or one time was ruling a country, and now another political group has come and is now killing all the other, I mean, all the people who belong to their prior group, something like that. Okay, or it could also be because maybe you belong to a political group and they wanted you to do something bad. They wanted you to kill off someone, and you refused and you ran away. That's always a good asylum application. There's many more things that could be a great asylum application. Okay, it could also be, again, of course, a person's race, nationality, religion, political opinion. These four things that I just mentioned, these are usually your most common great asylum applications. Okay, all right. So in summary, just think of Syria, Iraq, Iran, Rwanda, Sudan. Just think of even Nigeria now with the issues in the north. Think of countries like that, issues like that. Whenever you think about asylum, think of issues like that. And then, of course, as always, think of people. I mean, if you're people who have experienced female genital mutilation, you or your mother experienced it, or you have a daughter who you fear is going to experience it, give me a call. All right. So we also do vial cases, and I'm finishing up. Then I start taking cases. Vial cases, of course, our specialty. Again, I always like to explain this because there's still so many people who don't know it. So the next 2 minutes, this is all I'm doing. For vial, we're typically talking about a situation where you're married to a U.S. citizen or green card holder spouse, and you're experiencing problems in the marriage. Now, this is for people, again, you're experiencing problems in the marriage, such as and it could be common problems that even every couple, such as even a couple was married who are both U.S. citizens, experience, such as cheating. That's a very common problem, sadly, in 2022. Such as common problems. I would even say common these days is finding out a spouse is you find out something your spouse hid something very extreme, very big that had you known about it, you would have never married. Like maybe you find out your spouse has um, a mental disorder or a psychological disorder, right? Or you find out your spouse is impotent, is not unable, unable to bear children, etc. I mean, or unable to father or bear children, okay? Or maybe you find out, frankly and plainly, you find out a spouse is bisexual, gay. Again, the only problem with that is just that, those are things you want to know ahead of the marriage. Or you these are common again, or you're married to someone who makes you do things, criminal things you're uncomfortable with, such as threesomes, okay, such as sexual things you're uncomfortable with. Or it could be maybe you're married to someone who wants you to sell drugs. Again, sadly, 2022, these things are common. Wants you to sell drugs or is forcing you to do something criminal or something you're uncomfortable with. Again, these are common problems these days in 2022, sadly. And you even see between a U.S. citizen to a U.S. citizen spouse. All right. It could also just be maybe your spouse keeps tabs on your every move. Your spouse is super controlling, controls everything about you, including how long it takes for you to get to work, how long it takes for you to come back, whether you're able to take any trainings for work, whether you're able to go to school, just controls everything. And you know what I mean by that. People who are experiencing that know what I mean. Then, to where it's extreme, then, in other words, narcissistic behavior. Okay. And then when we're talking about narcissistic behavior, maybe you're married to someone who, um, does wrong things to you, but finds a way to blame it on you. Says, when I was married before or my prior partners, I was never like this. Just you who brings this out. So if your spouse blames every problem on you, uh, then that's an issue. Okay. So again, these are common problems. I haven't even started explaining the extreme ones. All the way to now the extreme abuse issues. Extreme abuse, of course, are things like a spouse beating, biting, choking, slapping you, a spouse exposing you to an STD, a spouse giving you an STD. These are the more extreme issues. Um, we're talking about things like a spouse throwing you out of the house, spouse making you sleep outside the house, outside your own house, like literally you're sleeping outside for the night. Okay, a spouse, you coming home and finding a spouse having intercourse with someone else, and they continue in front of your presence. These are the more extreme ones. Okay. We're talking about a spouse threatening to call immigration on you, threatening to get you deported, uh, or using your immigration status against you in one way or another. These are the more extreme ones, all right? In summary, if you've had any types of issues that are either common all the way to extreme abuse issues, all right, provided you qualify, usually we can help you get a 10-year green card, work permit, travel permit to allow, okay? And I've just given you some examples. All right. And that this applies to someone who's married to a U.S. citizen, someone who's divorced from a U.S. citizen or green card holder. So you're married to a U.S. citizen or green card holder, divorced from a U.S. citizen or green card holder. You're separated from a U.S. citizen or green card holder. Okay. Or you are never married. You're not legally married to a U.S. citizen or green card holder spouse, but you live in a state such as Texas, New Hampshire, Alabama, North Carolina, Kansas. In other words, states that recognize common law marriage. If you live in one of these states like Alabama, Texas, New Hampshire, South Carolina, and so there's some other ones. Then I think you're in Washington. Then you may be able to qualify for a 10-year green card through VAWA, even without being legally married, provided you've been in a long-term relationship with a U.S. citizen or green card holder who is toxic, has abused you or mistreats you in one way or another. Right. So that's the summary. I'm ready to start taking questions. Okay. So that's VAWA. I've just summarized the kind of cases we do for VAWA people. We also do asylum, and I've just summarized that for you. And I've also summarized adjustment of status through marriage cases. And one more thing I want to say about VAWA. VAWA extends, there's two types of VAWAs that we do. We do VAWA for people who've never gotten anything to get them a 10-year green card, work permit, travel permit. VAWA can also apply to you when you've already gotten a 2-year green card. So this is if your spouse has already filed for you. You've already gotten a 2-year green card, and then In other words, later on, you guys start having issues or it becomes abusive after you've gotten a green card. If that's you, then you should still also give me a call. We can still use VAWA to remove your conditions from your 2-year conditional green card and to get you a 10-year green card. Okay, so we also do those cases. All right, questions. Come on live, guys. It's raining, so I need to finish up and try to get home sooner today because it looks like it's gonna rain. All right, so questions, guys. If you remember, if you're new to my lives, I take questions live on IG. So if you're watching me from Facebook or YouTube, hi, how you doing, Grace? The best way to catch me, if you want to ask me a question live, and I mean live on then just jump on IG. Look up the Val Queen. You find us. It's very easy to find me. And then just request to come live. So taking questions now. All right. So let me start taking these questions live on Hi, how you doing, Reginald? Hi, how you doing? You're most welcome. So anything about, I see a question of Grace Elizabeth asked, anything about how much it costs or the process or the how long the process takes are always consultation questions. So questions like that I don't answer in my live for obvious reasons. Also for ethical and liability reasons. So you schedule a consultation with me, okay? And I can answer that for you. Let me bring some of these people live so I can ask these questions. Okay. Give me a second, guys, while I pull these people up. All right. I'm having trouble. I don't know. Is that a network issue? When I press bring people in, it's like declining. It's like declining. So let's see. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. JD78845. Oh, you have a long username. But yes, I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see. I'm trying to bring these people live, guys. That's what I'm trying to do. But someone asked, can a VAW application be approved within a year? I guess today I might have to just. Hello, how are you doing?
How you doing?
Good.
So I got a quick question. So I have a pending adjustment of status case. So that's since last year, November 2021.
Okay.
It keeps saying that the case is ready to be scheduled for an interview.
Okay.
And there's no interview till today, so I don't know what we can do.
Is that for adjustment of status to marriage?
Yes.
Yeah, we experienced this too. I think Grant is just behind. And that's actually why, I don't know if you know, but they're starting to waive some interviews because they're just not able to keep up.
There's a little bit of noise. I can hear you.
They're not really able to keep up. So we've been experiencing some of the same lags as well. So sometimes, most recently, they're starting to waive the interviews.
I don't know if the noise is coming from his end or my end because I can't hear you.
Okay. Let me take this guy out. Hello, sir. Let me take him out. What's your name? So I can take him out first because I can't hear you too. Shit. Wow, okay. You can't hear me. Okay.
Yes, I can hear you now.
It was him. Okay. All right. So I'm saying we've been experiencing the same lag with immigration. I think they're just way behind, and I think they're just not able to keep up. That's what I think is going on. you can always contact them to see if you push it. But usually, really, they may work, but really, I just think they're gonna get you when they get to you. That's also why lately they're starting to waive some interviews because they're just behind. So hopefully that happens to you. I can't help you much on that one.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. I'm gonna have to bring that guy back, the guy that I took out. So guys, you can hear me now, right? I think it was the other person that I'd brought in. Someone says I was going to advance. Okay. Hello.
Hi. Hi.
How's it going? Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
How's it going, sir?
Yes.
How can I help you?
Your work, I have a question for you.
All right.
So, on VAWA, if you have a notice that say UCI is explaining action taken on your case, like VAWA. So, what does that mean?
It means an action was taken. I don't know what action though. That's exactly what it means. To be honest, I'm not trying to be smart with you, but without more information, I don't know either. So it just means an action was taken.
What do you say, ma'am?
It means an action was taken. Without more information, I wouldn't know either. But it basically means an action was taken.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay. People, as always, if the best way, if you really want me to answer your question, come live and ask me. Hello, how are you doing?
Good. I have a question. I didn't finish high school. Can I still qualify for the DACA?
Can you still qualify for DACA?
Yes.
I don't. First of all, I don't do many DACA applications, but it's my belief that right now they're not really. Well, they accept right now. They're still accepting new DACAs, but it's kind of hard to get a new DACA approved. Okay. You're saying DACA, right? DACA.
Yes. Can I qualify without high school requirement, or is that required?
Usually helps. Because what they're looking for is you need to show you're present in the country for some time. Like I think it's before a certain year. Yeah.
Because I'm in the state of California.
Sir, give me a call. Let's schedule a consultation. I can talk to you about your other options, okay? Because even if you find, what I'm trying to tell you is that I could be wrong, but last I looked into it, I don't think they're really, if they're still accepting new DACA applications, they're not really approving them. Your best for the only DACA applications I found right now are renewals.
Okay.
So you need to just give me a call. Let's talk about your other options, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, like look, for instance, if you're dating someone, we'll just talk about your other options. Give me a call.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Okay. All right. I'm waiting on these next people to come. Hello. How are you doing, madam?
Good. Hi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How can I help you?
Yeah, I have a question. Like, I put in for VAWA 2020, and they approved my employment authorization the first time. So the second time I tried to renew, they sent me 2 work permit.
Okay.
And this year, right? And in April 2022, they sent me a notification, like they sent me a notice, approval notice that my VAWA petition has been approved. But ever since then, I've not heard anything back from them. So I tried to reach out to them this month. So the customer care that attended to me was telling me that my case is a sensitive level, so we won't be able to discuss
VAWA cases.
So I don't really know what they mean.
Yeah, for VAWA cases, if you call immigration, sometimes you're wasting your time. Those ones are handled by Vermont Service Center. In other words, a specific branch handles them. So if you call regular immigration, they won't answer you. That's what they're saying. It's because of the kind of application you have. It's based on abuse or issues in the marriage, and those ones are confidential, so they don't have access to it.
Oh, okay. So I don't know, because I've not heard anything back from them till now. Even my lawyer tried to reach out to them. He said he doesn't have any information from me
you would just
since
wait.
April till now.
Right. So I don't know if you heard what my answer to the previous person who had a similar issue. Immigration is super backed right now. In fact, they're starting to waive some interviews. Okay. So either you will wait, please. Either you wait, or you contact a congressman. That's all I can do to help you there.
Okay, I will try and give a call, because I want my dad to be handled by you. So that contact I see on the screen, can I call you after this live show?
You can call, but also let me give you my website.
I can't hear you. You said what? Hold on.
I'm typing my website and my phone number at the bottom, okay? Give me a second.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. It's okay. Give me the phone.
She's a mom.
Okay.
All right, take care. Hold on, I'll take you up here shortly.
Okay, thank you. Give me the phone. Give me the phone.
All right, bye-bye, madam. Okay. All right. So let me start taking more questions. More people are coming up. So guys, full disclosure, I'm only here 5 more minutes. 5. I repeat, 5 more minutes. If you've got questions, request to come live now. Don't wait till I say I'm leaving now, and that's when 10 people come up want to ask me questions, and then you start writing messages like, "You're not taking me. Please don't go. Please don't go. Please don't go." Don't do that to me today. I have 5 more minutes. It's 2:30 right now. I'll be here till 2:35 live, answering questions live on IG. If you want to come ask me a question, now is the time to go to my IG and request to come live. Okay. Consultation fee is $150. I like this question. Consultation fee is $150. It covers up to 30 minutes. I know that seems short, but these days, I've been doing this like 8+ years now. So 30 minutes is sufficient. I'm able to get the information I need from you, and I'm able to tell you your options in literally 30 minutes. Funny story, it used to take me like an hour, 2 hours. When I first started, my consultations would be like 2 hours. And then one day I realized, man, that's all that is not required. I would sit there and listen to the whole life story. And then I would sit there and tell, you guys should have heard me telling the options to clients like 8-9 years ago. I would sit there and be like, tell them all the legal reasons why. And in other words, I would be teaching them my whole law school. Like I would be teaching them the law behind it. And it would take me 2 hours to basically to hear the client out and to tell them that I can help them. And I finally realized, no, it doesn't take that long. Because I just simply need to tell you what options we can take and how I can help you. Boom, that's it. And I simply just need to hear your story, a brief, rendition of your story to know if I can help you. So 30 minutes is enough, and it costs $150. Okay. All right. Let's see. What's the longest time for green card through VAWA? That's a consultation question, Miss Witsa. You're not going to get me like that.
Hi, good afternoon.
How are you doing?
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, madam. I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. Okay. Good afternoon. My question is this. Firstly, I want to ask, like, is it compulsory if someone do VAWA? Is it compulsory that the person need to do the psychological evaluation? Is it compulsory for the VAWA? And my second question is this: what of if through the VAWA, that the person requests for the EAD, and he is, I think.
Okay, Madam, only answer one question.
January.
Madam, only answer one question. Pick one question. Pick one question.
Sorry?
I only answer one question.
Okay,
Pick one question.
Oh, okay. Let me go for the first one.
What was the question?
Which is it compulsory through the VAWA that the person needs to do the psychological evaluation? Is it compulsory? Did they ask or request for it?
It's not necessarily compulsory. It's just one of the ways to prove a case.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Depending on what kind of abuse you've gone through, it's one of the ways to prove it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Since you say it's only one question I have to ask, so I think that's all for today. Maybe
I
next
appreciate
time
you
I'll ask for the
respecting
other one.
No, next time schedule a consultation, madam. Don't be like that.
Okay, no problem, man.
Don't be like that. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
All right. That's funny. All right. All right. Okay, one last question, guys. 2:34. There's someone who keeps trying to come alive. I'm just not able to bring you live. Oh, let me go find that one person that I took out earlier. I just want to give them the chance because I had to take them out because their background was too loud. I'm gonna let that be the last question. I'm waiting on them to come.
Hello?
Hello, madam.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How can I help you?
So, just wanted to know if I'm into the process after more than a year, almost 15 months from filing VAWA and everything else, and I'm in a new relationship. Not really new, it's been 2 years already. Should I just continue with the process, or should I, what's the best thing to do in this case? What would go faster? If I'm already with my advance parole, was produced 2 months ago, and waiting for my work authorization?
To be honest with you, that's more of a consultation question because there's things I can't say on this live. But generally speaking, what I can say is that adjustment of status to marriage used to be faster than VAWA. These days, not necessarily. And then I can generally tell you that it depends. Adjustment of status to marriage, your spouse is always going to have, that's going to be your spouse's application all the way through. So in other words, it's up to them all the way through to see it through. Whereas with VAWA, this is your own application. So it depends. And there's so many other things we have to discuss in a conversation, but those are the main things you should keep in mind.
So for people that want to continue and move on with their lives, you suggest to just wait and continue.
No, for people who may, if you want the control over your own application all the way through, VAWA is it for you. If you don't mind, and if you have a great relationship with your spouse, maybe adjustment of status will be it for you through marriage, you know.
Maybe it's better. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I think you should give me a consultation. There's other things I can tell you that, in other words, and plus maybe in a consultation I can literally tell you, which I think is better. I just can't do that over live. Hello? It's like live. Madam, did you hear what I said? Hello, madam, did you hear what I said?
Yeah, a little bit, not really. Just kind of.
Looks like you're on the beach somewhere. Where are you at?
No, I'm in my building. And I just got a notification that you're going live, and I just decided to join. I really never go on these
okay.
live.
So what I was saying is over a consultation, I can specifically tell you my legal opinion. I just can't do that on a live video.
Okay, so I will book a consultation with you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, brother.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys, it's 2:38. And so today's live ends here. I told you I was even 2:35. I even extended an extra 3 minutes. See, that's business. That's profit. If you ever watched that movie Guru, you gotta watch it. It's a Bollywood movie. You should watch it. Beautiful, awesome movie. It's called Guru, Guru. Watch it. Anyway, he has a line on there. He said, "You gave me 3 minutes to talk. I talked for a minute and a half, and I left 30 seconds. That's business. That's profit." Anyway, you wouldn't get it until you watch the movie. Go watch the movie tonight. If you're with your family, your friend, Netflix chilling, that's a great movie to catch on Netflix. I think it's still on there. It's called Guru, Guru. Thank Me Later. It's a Bollywood movie. You will love it. You will love it. You will love it. And it'll be something else that you will thank me for. Get it? Thank you so much, guys. It's been such a pleasure. Love you. Share this video, please. Like I always say, share. Don't be stingy. Share with someone who understands or who needs this information. Right? Sharing is caring. Put aside, or if you're scared that someone who knows about it will tell someone else, there's discreet ways to share. Share it with someone else and then tell the other person to share it for you. I don't know. You can find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Thank you. Thank you, Jamaica. Jam rock. One God. I've been to your country. Loved it. Take care. Bye, guys.